Studies on hysteria, Freud, page 11, uh, 2 in Roman numerical. At first glance sight, it seems extraordinary that events experienced so long ago should continue to operate so intensely. Tiré on Rosenbach. That the recollection should not be liable to the wearing away process to which, Berger, after all, we see all our memories succumb. Closing dot. The following considerations may perhaps make this a little more intelligible. Closing dot. The fading of a memory or the losing of its effects depends on various factors. Another closing dot. The most important of these is whether there has been an energetic reactionary to the event that provokes the effect, and or closing dot. By reaction, we here to understand the whole class of voluntary and involuntary reflexes. And our class from tears to acts of vengeance, in which Bergillard, understanding the whole class as experience shows us, Bergillard therefore succumbs to the effects we could not be discharged as our closing dot. If this reaction takes place to a sufficient amount, a large part of the effect disappears as a resulting closing dot. Linguistically, usage bears hey, witnessing to this fact of daily miam miam and such observation by such phrases as to cry oneself out. Sich, 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 and or Auswenner, interpolation, no, wait, and the blow of steam, sich anstoben, literally to rage oneself out. If the reaction is repressed, or as such, Vergil and the effect remains disenchanted and or attached to the memory from closing dot. An injury an injury that has been repaid. Vergil, even if only in words, Vergil is recollecting and or recollected quite differently from one that has had to be accepted as a closing dot. Languaging and or language recognize this distinction too in its mental and physical consequences. Point of view, it very characteristically describes an injury that has been suffered in silence as a mortification, Kangkung, literally making heal. Tiret, point qui se ferme de loin. The injured person's reaction to the trauma only exercise. Only exercise a completely cathartic effect. If it is If it is an adequate reaction, tirer une barre as, for instance, revenge, vengeance, and or closing dot in the middle, languaging, but serves serving as a substitute for action. Point virgule by its help, virgule can in fact be abstracted almost as effectively. Closing dot. In other cases, speaking is itself the adequate reflex. Virgulaire when virgulaire too. For instance, virgulaire. It is a lamentation or giving utterances to tormenting regret, i.e., e.g., a confession. If there is no such reactionary event, virgule, whether in deeds or words, or in the mild, or the mild, or the mild, or the, or in the mildest cases in tears, virgule, any recollecting of the event retains its affective tone to begin with, from